Welcome to RAYGO Reactions, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see by the title on today's video, we're going to be reacting to Silvertown Blues by Mark Knopfler. Now, I did react to this song once before, but it was a live performance. And one of our subscribers by the name of Aaron said, Joe, you need to hear the studio version because the backing singers on this were Chris Difford and Glenn Tilbrook of the band Squeeze. Now, I watched a documentary, the Sailing to Philadelphia 20+ minute documentary that Mark Knopfler made in like 2000, and he's talking about where his head was at the time and the album Sailing to Philadelphia, and he mentions the song Silvertown Blues, and he mentions the band The Squeeze and how he used to play with them when he was in the 70s, and he's talking about the actual town of Silvertown, I guess. And he's saying how this pretty much, yeah, he was just talking about it and correlating to the Squeeze and whatnot. So I've never heard of the Squeeze before, but Aaron said he's going watching them in August, so they're still about. Yeah, that's cool. I might even have to have a little dig into them to see what they're like, you know. Who knows? You guys let me know if you'd like to see that. But without further ado, we're going to listen to this, maybe even break it down, who knows. Let's get into this.
On Silvertown Way, the cranes stand high, quiet and grey against the still of the sky. They won't quit and lay down, though the action has died. They watch the new game in town on the black wall side.
Nice.
From the poisonous dreams, a vision appears. New circle of cranes, a new reason to be here.
I feel like I haven't heard this actually.
Big silver dome rising up into the dawn. Above the church and her homes where all the silver is gone, gone, gone. If I had a bucket of gold, what would I do? Leave the story untold. Silvertown, going down in Silvertown.
Yeah, I have.
Down in Silvertown, going down in Silvertown, down in Silvertown. A silver dawn steals over the docks. A truck
Nice
with no
riff.
wheels up on cinder blocks. Men with no.
Let's try and see what riff he's playing there. It's a nice riff, that. Sounds like it's in D minor. Just along that D minor, basically. I've just restrung this guitar, guys. I love it when you just restring the guitar. This is a nice little riff, and the chorus is a going down. We'll break down the chorus as well. Catchy chorus as always.
Dreams around fire in a drum. Scarlet metal schemes are rusted over and done. If I had a bucket of gold, silver would do. Leave the story untold.
There's the backing vocals.
Silvertown,
That's the Squeeze right there.
in a Silvertown. I'm going down in Silvertown. Down in Silvertown. When you started on thin from dangerous heights, you can knock and walk in for citizens advice. Tell you where you can turn, the way you can go.
All those little licks, you know, it sounds like sounds kind of like Dire Straits. I think the earlier Sailing to Philadelphia was still early in his solo career, kind of, maybe a bit more mid, but you know, he still has that this past 26 years. Let's say this come out around 2000. This like past 26 years, he's definitely gone down the more his own route. Whereas I feel like the beginning of his solo career, there's still very much loads of vibes of Dire Straits. Also, he mentions on the documentary about the Squeeze and saying, I know people might not know the Squeeze are doing the backing vocals, but I know they're there, and that's what it meant something to him, which is sweet because they're his old school friends at the end of the day. Let's go. What the hell's going on? All right.
There's nothing they can tell me I don't already know. Find a bucket of gold, silver would do. Leave the story untold. Silvertown, and I'm going down Silvertown, down Silvertown. I'm going down in Silvertown, down Silvertown. On the Cannontown train, I saw a billboard high. There's a big silver plane, I'm rising up into the sky. I can make out the words, 7 flights every day.
Nice.
Said 6 of those birds are bound for JFK. Find a bucket of gold, silver would do. Leave the story untold. Silvertown, said I'm going down in Silvertown, down in Silvertown. I'm going down in Silvertown, down in Silvertown. Going down in Silvertown,
Great backing vocals.
down in Silvertown. Going down in Silvertown, down in Silvertown. Down in Silvertown, down in Silvertown,
Hell yeah.
down in Silvertown.
Oh, the organ. Did you hear the organ? There was a bit at the end there where it just hit those chords. Down in Silvertown. I mean, that's the definition of. That is literally the definition of what your ear wants to hear. I'm not being funny, but. You know, he knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing, old Marky boy. You know what? That's a great song, actually. It's definitely one of my favourites. The more I think about it from his solo stuff, even I know it's all great, but that one's got like a nice minor It's in the minors in the verse, and then you think the chorus is going to be also a bit dark, but it opens up into a nice catchy chorus. I bet that one went down well. Listening to it live, you know, when he used to tour, I bet that was one of the ones that went down very well, which people sang. That's a good question, actually. If you guys went to Mark Knopfler concerts, what were the songs from his solo career that went down well the most? I know they would have all gone good, but there's always a few. And everyone always mentions Speedway to Nazareth. I've only ever listened to that once, and looking back, I think maybe I should do it again because it's been so long. I mean, I've listened to so many Mark Knopfler songs, but you guys, one of the biggest songs that I see in the comment section from Mark Knopfler's is what it is, Speedway to Nazareth. So I'm thinking maybe that was just a good one live that everyone seemed to enjoy. But that's a cracking little song. Great suggestion. I heard The Squeeze. And if you guys want me to check out The Squeeze at some point, let me know. I wonder if there's any live performances of Mark Knopfler and The Squeeze. Let me know that as well. But I like how the harmonies weren't super tight. Like, basically, they could have gone, right, pronounce your word like this, and I will do the same thing. We'll end it here. We'll start it here. You know, but they didn't. They left it kind of rough around the edges, which I like both. If you're listening to Simon and Garfunkel, I want them super tight vocals. But when sometimes on rock and roll, the Rolling Stones do it. You know, Keith Richards, Ronnie Wood might jump in on the backing vocals, and it's quite rough around the edges, but it sounds good. It's rock and roll at the end of the day. But yeah, cool video. Guys, if you want to request a song of your choice, you know what to do. Follow the link seen here. Follow the instructions, and I will break down your song. And yeah, until next time, ladies and gents. Peace.
Blue, RAYGO blue, RAYGO blue, yeah, RAYGO blue.
Welcome to my Patreon. I thought today we'd react to let's do some exclusive stuff, you know what I mean, for you little legends only. I want you guys to tell me if this song sucks. If it does, it's gone forever.
Joe's seen something he likes. Call it
Me
the old
like it.
squatting up bosh.